You wake up relatively early on Sunday from a rather pleasurable dream about some guy that your brain must have made up to taunt you. You lie in bed, staring at the ceiling until your has subsided enough that you're willing to sit up. Adam's already up once again working on his paper. You roll out of bed, unlock your computer. Good morning, what are you up to today? You really should study or at least start tackling your homework load. You could see if James is free. You could see if Carlos is interested in doing anything. You could also see if Jake, I'm not going to pronounce his name, or Hannah, or are free or want to study with you. Let's see. Let's find Carlos. Hey, Adam. You know if Carlos is free today? He shrugs. Probably. It's not like he ever does work. I assume he's either at the house or out running. You head out to try to find Carlos. You head towards the track behind the student center and run into him heading the same way. Oh, hey Chris. What a coincidence running into you. Was just going to go running. I wish I was swimming instead. Running is so hard on your knees. Hey, what are you doing here? Want to run together. I guess that sounds good. Around campus, though. I never understood why you'd run around in circles. You and Carlos head out and run around campus. You feel like you're holding him back, speed-wise. When you point this out to him, he laughs it off. It's fine, I need to pace myself better anyways. I'm glad the weather is still nice enough for this. Not looking forward to the snow. Yeah, me neither. Oh my god, I'm a winter person, I just don't like the snow. It's too wet, it's too icky. I completely agree with them. With them both. You make a quick stop at the water fountain and eyes you. You're not really dressed for this, are you, Chris? Better? He quickly looks away and stares off into the distance. I guess that works. You run for what feels like hours. You're not sure how you're managing to continue moving. You chalk it up to your desire to continue spending time with him. Dedication! Eye on one prize! That's the type of hustle anyone likes to see. Eventually he slows down and starts walking, cooling down. That was a good run. Thanks, Chris. I'm impressed. The two of you walk by the sandwich shop, grab some sandwiches, and sit in the grass together. He eats quietly, seemingly lost in thought. You notice he avoids eye contact with you. The two of you finish your sandwiches. I'm going to take a shower, but it was good running with you, Chris. He heads back to the house. You watch him walk away. For some reason, your mind is drawing back to your previous conversation with James, and you're finding yourself wondering if he's at blank. Find it to be somehow calming and figure it wouldn't hurt to grow more comfortable with blank to try to meet guys. Ugh. Your heart pounds as you walk in. You're not quite sure how you're managing to continue moving. The knowledge that you've been there before and everyone was friendly at least helps. Believe awkwardly stand there. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid you like the plague. Alright, now that we avoided him like the plague, Adam is still there working on his paper and eating a sandwich. You spend the rest of the afternoon studying. Soon, you figured it's time for dinner. You go to the buffet. Mashed potato bar night again. Flavors are strange this time. You vaguely wonder what if it's leftover fries from the burger place. Fortunately, or unfortunately, you don't seem to know anyone and quickly finish your meal. Return to your room. Adam is there, leaning back in his chair and wearing headphones. He seems to be asleep. You unlock your computer. Chris, how was your day? Studying? Worried about exams? Aw, you'll do fine. You talk to her for a bit. After a while, Adam starts waking up. Huh? What? He sees you. Oh, hey Chris. Sorry, I guess I'm more tired than I thought. Only a few more days of this paper and studying at least. He yawns. I think I should go to bed though. You decide it's probably a good idea as well. You wish Janet a good night. Head to bed for the night. You take your calc and physics exam on Monday and Tuesday. Physics was never your best subject. You find yourself wishing you had studied a lot more. Even calculus ended up being a challenge. You're pretty sure you failed both exams. You meet with Hannah for some arcade games on Tuesday. Having finished your homework for the week already, she feels like she did well on her exams. I'm not going to pronounce his name, and Jake spent the evening doing homework instead concerned about their exam performance. You miss a call from your parents while you were out. You dutifully call them back and manage to get them off the phone after only an hour. You contact James during the week. He's always been busy with rehearsals. Apparently his show opens Saturday. You attempt to buy tickets, but they're already sold out. You messaged, "Why did we do that?" during the week. You decline his offer to meet up, but still find the conversation interesting. You start to feel like you've misjudged him until you decline. Carlos continues to be frustrated with his cast and inability to swim. You join for dinner on Wednesday at the expense of doing homework. He doesn't spill soda on himself this time. You meet up with, I'm not going to pronounce his name, Hannah and Jake on Thursday for a game of Power Grid. You find it nice to be playing a board game again. Adam finishes his paper, takes a couple of exams on Tuesdays. You can tell he feels like he did well on them. He apologizes for being so busy with work recently, but promises you will do things together again. Friday. You walk out of calc lecture on Friday to the trees starting to change color. You find yourself anticipating seeing the bright reds and orange of fall here. You head back to your room, see what people are up to. You unlock your computer. You have a message from Hannah? Hey Chris, looks like Jake and I'm not gonna try to pronounce his name, are busy tonight. Want to go to the game room? Adam walks in the door with Carlos. Hey Chris, we're going to see a movie. Chris, you should join us. You remember you have an assignment due at midnight you really should finish, but a movie sounds tempting. We're going to the movies! That sounds like fun actually, and Adam, bro, really? Get a new shirt! Like, seriously. You follow them out the door. The three of you walk across campus to the theater. So what movie are we seeing? I don't know. I don't think of anything good come out recently. Jackasses 2? Dude, you would want to see that, wouldn't you? Come on, it'll be great. I don't think I want to sit through 2 hours of people hitting each other with boards. Why don't we see open season then? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's like a kid's film. Better than dudes in shopping carts. You arrive at the theater, you look up at the list of movies. Yeah, I still don't see anything else interesting. Then let's go with dumb people hitting each other with boards and shopping carts. Yeah, 2-1. Adam sighs. Fine. Went to the theater, which is mostly empty. Carlos, this place is basically empty. Why are we watching this? Just means we get the best seats for ourselves. You find seats in the back row. So, snacks, milk duds. Why not just for you? Chris, want anything? Nachos. Large nacho and popcorn then. Be back in a bit then. You and Carlos sit and watch the ads in silence. Adam soon returns with the food. Back, short lines this time. He hands out the food, takes a seat. Sorry, I've been so busy lately. Yeah, what is it with you being responsible anyways? You should be more like me. And I Jewish it? Yeah, that's where it's at. Adam shakes his head. Dude, we're going to be seniors together at this rate. Well, I'm not failing any of my classes yet. Somehow. Carlos shrugs. Sometimes I don't know how we're friends, dude. Aww. You know you love me. He makes kissy face at Adam. Dude, ew, get away from me. He shakes his head but laughs as Carlos grabs his shoulders and pretends to be on his cheek. The lights dim and the previews start. Prime making out time, Chico. Too bad you didn't drag some chick along with you, huh? You're going to have to settle for Chris over there. I guess. The movie starts. It's surprisingly enjoyable. You're not sure why watching a bunch of guys being dumb is so entertaining. I wonder. Soon the movie ends. Well, that's 90 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Oh, come on, Chico, that was great. I'm not sure what dictionary you're using. Also, I blame you for this, Chris. Whatever, Chris just has great taste. So, dinner? You go to the yard, they order the usual pineapple jalapeno pizza. And our stomach hasn't imploded? How long have we been eating this crud? Conversation flows freely, and you're reminded of how you've been missing spending time with Adam. Carlos teases Adam intensely the whole evening, but seems to be avoiding your gaze. I wonder if that's a good or bad sign. That's a good sign. Soon you're finishing up the pizza, and Carlos completes dessert. You should get desserts. Also, let me pay. Aw, Chris, you shouldn't. We dragged you here. Well, his mom is always worrying about him eating enough. He shrugs. We can always split the check if you want. Carlos orders dessert. You grab the check. When it comes, I'll pay. And you pay. Well then, thank you, dude. That was nice of you. He looks at Carlos. You have chocolate on your cheek. Just saving it for later. Adam shakes his head, and all of you part ways. You walk with Adam to your room. That was nice. Glad you came along, Chris. Thanks for having me. You're quite welcome. I'm glad you and Carlos get along so well. You arrive at your room. I think I'm going to listen to some music before bed. He sits at his desk with his headphones. You unlock your computer. Hey Chris, how was your day? Damn it, I thought I had it right. Blah. You spend some time talking to her before noticing Adam is ready for bed. You decide it's probably a good idea for you as well. Saturday night. Wake up. Saturday, the sun is barely in the sky. You roll out of bed, unlock your computer, sprung the measurement. Nope. No, it's not. Adam rolls over and opens his eyes. Good morning, Chris. There's a knock at the door. You open it. Good morning, Chico. Chris. Adam yawns. Dude, what time is it? Carlos shrugs. Breakfast and running time? Adam sighs, but doesn't protest and quickly gets dressed. Good morning, Chris. Finally, you put on an actually decent shirt. I didn't realize I was invited. Carlos laughs. Dude, Chris, you're always invited. Alright, let's go get breakfast with them then. Alright, let's go to breakfast with them. That sounds fun, actually. You head out the door with them. You go to the yard, get pancake pizza. Carlos insists on jalapenos, even though Adam says they don't go with bacon. You and Adam both veto the pineapple. Oh, thank God, there's boundary lines. So running after this? Dude, we're going to be full of food. All the better for burning it off. All the better for projectile vomiting. Or appendicitis. You're not supposed to exercise soon after eating. Well, excuse me, El Doctor. I'm not Spanish! Adam sighs. Let's walk around for a bit after breakfast, at least at first. Soon you finish eating. Let me get this, dude. You always pay. Let us treat you for once. Grab the bill when it arrives, or their protests. Well, thank you, Chris. We should head out for a walk a bit. Carlos reluctantly joins the two of you for a walk around campus. Mr. Gotta Go Fast has to have lead feet this time. Since we're not gonna run. At least we can still do this, soon it'll be too cold. I don't know. It feels kind of cold now, and it's not even October. Well, excuse me, Mr. California. Dude, you're from Costa Rica. Does it even get below 6 degrees there? I hope you mean Fahrenheit. But, really? No. But, you're right. It's a little chilly. He folds his arm in front of himself. The three of you walk around campus for a bit. Chico, I need to run. It's too cold for this. Fine, but if your appendix bursts, I'm blaming you. Alright, let's start picking up our feet. Sounds good to me. Three of you run around campus for a bit. Adam is faster than you and Carlos, and keeps having to circle back after the two of you. Too slow, dude. Shut up, Chico. You eventually make a stop for water. You sit on a bench, panting. Adam sits next to you. I'm impressed, Chris. Carlos sits next to you, smiling, but without looking at you. Hey, Chris. Sure can run. Slow, deep breaths if you can. Also, walk around for a bit instead of stopping immediately like that. You get up and walk in circles while Carlos watches. I think I'm actually going to hit the gym. Nah, dude, now's the time for sleep. Adam shakes his head. I'll never understand you, dude. Adam heads towards the student center and Carlos heads back towards the house. You consider your lunch options. Grab a sandwich and work. You quickly grab a sandwich and return to your room to get some work done. Spend the afternoon finishing up a paper for history. Adam returns partway through the afternoon. You spend the rest of the afternoon playing Tetranet with him. He eventually has to leave for an appointment, and you consider your dinner options. You head to the buffet, you grab an empty table, and start eating. I'm not going to pronounce his name. Jake and Hannah walk in and spot you. Hey, Chris. They grab plates of food and join you. Nice coincidence meeting you here. Jake, what is that? Jake is eating what looks like a large glop of neon green and orange cream? I don't know, it's good though. Is that thing labeled blueberry custard crumble? Probably. That doesn't look like food, man. Also, isn't that dessert? Jake shrugs. Alright. I like Jake's iron stomach. Fun fact, I used to have an iron stomach, just like that. Where I could eat absolutely anything and not get sick. Hannah shakes her head. Anyway, you finish your food, head back to your rooms. Adam is back listening to music, reading something that he doesn't seem to be a textbook. He nods at you when you enter. You unlock your computer. James doesn't appear to be online, which doesn't surprise you when you remember there was an evening show as well tonight. You talk to Janet. So how was your friend's show? Didn't go, couldn't get tickets. Oh, that's sad. How was your day then? She tells you that she talked to Lisa about Tom, and Lisa has given her blessings. So what's the problem? Ask him out. I'm scared, Chris. What if he says no? Then he says no. Better than sitting around waiting like you're doing. And I'm not just sitting around waiting. Sure you're not. Bleh. You talk some more before deciding it's time for bed. Adam takes off his headphones when he notices you getting changed. Bed? I think so. I'm just going to finish this chapter. It's been a while since I've just read for fun. He turns his desk light. Good night, Chris. Crawl into bed and fall asleep. Alright, it's October now. Wake up a little late. Saturday morning, then Sunday. Adam is still asleep, snoring softly in his bed. You quickly roll out of bed, unlock your computer. Janet seems to be offline. You vaguely wonder if she's willing to ask Tom out today. Consider your options for the day. You could play games with Jake, Hannah, and I'm not going to pronounce his name. James is probably busy all day with his show. See if Carlos is free or something. You could also wait for Adam to wake up to see if he's free. We're looking for Carlos. You get dressed and try to find Carlos. Head to the house to find Carlos. Oh god, I hate Robert's theme. The front door of the house is open. You wait and you're there. You knock, but no one answers. Go in and find Carlos. You walk into the building. Elliot is passed out in an entryway. The scent of alcohol around him. He seems to be breathing, though. You make your way to the common room. The common room is filled with people, men and women in various states of undress. They seem to be either asleep or passed out. The stench of vomit and alcohol fills the air. Look around, but you don't see Carlos. You do see Elia than you ever needed to, though. You head back outside to the basketball court. Carlos is there shooting basketball with one arm, but it doesn't seem to go very well. He looks surprised to see you. Oh, hey Chris.